Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm making brownies. So I've already got all my ingredients out. So obviously chocolate, butter, sugar, flour, almond, ground almond, and cocoa powder and bicarb. So yes, I need to start on the hob. So I'm going to put the chocolate on the hob, and I'm now going to add the butter. And I don't want to burn my Nutella, so I'm not going to add that yet. I'm just going to keep mixing, and I'm probably going to fast forward this bit because you don't want to just see me waiting for butter to melt. But make sure to keep moving it so the chocolate doesn't burn, because you don't want burnt chocolate. So priority here is to melt the butter, because that's the hardest thing to melt. So always cut it in small pieces, and then that will melt fast. But it always takes a while, but keep moving the heat around. Yeah, you can see chocolate starting to melt. So yeah. Keep going, and I'm going to add the sugar. So it's brown sugar and white sugar. It's all going to go in. Melt into the mixture. Now, I'm going to put golden syrup in and Nutella in. The recipe only says golden syrup, but I think Nutella makes it taste better. And it says about a tablespoon, but obviously it's to taste, so put as much of that in as you would like. As you can kind of see, this is making... It looks a bit like chocolate sand, because obviously the sugar's melted and then the butter's still going. And then this is the time now to add your golden syrup and stuff. But make sure it's on not a high heat, because you don't want to burn it all. You want it to melt nicely. Look, that's how it should look. So, golden syrup time. I'm going to add that much. A bit too much. And Nutella. I'm going to add a big tablespoon, because I love Nutella. Yes, and keep it melting. When it's starting to be liquid form, or very close to it, turn it off and break the eggs, because you don't want this to burn, and you're going to keep it over the hot water in the pan. And because you need to get the dry ingredients ready. Break the eggs off camera. I didn't want the pressure of doing that on camera. And you need to make sure your mixture is completely smooth before you add it. You also need a tiny bit of vanilla essence. And, right, I always put ground almond in it. Don't do this if you've got a friend allergic to nuts, but it makes the texture nicer. And a bit of cocoa powder, because it makes it slightly stronger. So yes, I just need to keep mixing that and make sure it's smooth. I'm taking it off the heat, and I need to make sure it's cooled down slightly before adding the egg, because we don't want scrambled egg in it. And so add the egg, and then you need to just add the rest of the ingredients. Also, make sure you put the oven on at 180. Mix that in quickly before it cooks the egg. You can add chocolate chips or like chocolate bars on top. I thought I had chocolate to put on top, but it's been eaten, so I don't have any chocolate to put on top. Make sure get it all in it, and then add the rest of your ingredients. Now, because these have almond, ground almond in, they have extra protein, and that means they've got less flour, and I put less sugar in them. So you could class them as protein brownies. I mean, they're not good ones. They're not exactly healthy, but they have protein in. So make sure, keep stirring that, make sure there's no lumps or bits of flour. Make sure you've got a tin which is 25 by 25, or use two 20 centimetre circular ones, which is what the recipe actually says to do. So, and then pour it in. And it could still be hot, so be careful. And this is going to be fun to do on camera. I might delete this bit. Make sure you scrape out all the last bits. You don't want to lose any brownie. And it is really good raw. But it has got raw egg in. So remember, that could be bad for you. Then when you've done that, make sure to flatten it out and put it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes. Get the brownies out of the oven, the inside molten bit is going to be, or well, molten, so liquid, so you need to let them cool down before you cut them up. And then, yeah, cut them up, stick them in a box, be all nice and tasty. This is what they should look like. This is, yeah, I didn't have many left. I've kind of eaten them all, so this isn't the best one, but that's what it looks like. I will be eating this after this. But yeah, they're really nice. And they've got the texture. Although actually, don't use cooking chocolate. It's not as chocolatey as normal chocolate, because normally I use normal chocolate, but this time I used half and half, and it wasn't as nice. So if you're going to make them, make sure to use milk chocolate, or a bit of dark, actually, that works, but just cooking chocolate doesn't work as well. Just thought you should know. So yes, they are very nice and scrummy. So yeah, hope you enjoyed this. A bit different to what I've done before. So yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. And I'm going to eat my brownie now. See ya!